So Chips, it's an important day in the history of Arsenal Football Club. Arsene Wenger has reached 1,000 games. Just sum up that achievement.
Well, I think luckily it speaks for itself. But I think more importantly than a number is what he's done for Arsenal football and actually for world football, which is he has made it back into the beautiful game which it's often called but seldom achieves. And I think that is the great achievement of Arsene, is this wonderful contribution to the style and flow and charm of his football teams. And that, I hope, sums him up and his teams.
And just talk about his contribution to Arsenal. We're standing in front of the training ground here at London Colney. That was one of the innovations that he was involved in. You talked about the style of the team. He's changed Arsenal Football Club in so many ways.
He certainly did, including this wonderful training ground, which looks as if it had been built yesterday. Was built to his specification, as far as I'm aware, 13 years ago. It's been so well looked after by everybody down here that you would think it was brand new. We are in fact planning to expand it and to do more with it. So Arsene's stamp is everywhere, which is wonderful. The team here is isolated from too many prying eyes, and it's convenient. And I think your question is, what other things has he done for the Arsenal Football Club? Well, I think he's given it new character, he's given it a new sense of purpose, and most of all, he's given it pride. And self-esteem is a rather underestimated commodity in some people, and is to be admired, not to be denigrated. So I think that's what Arsene's done. He's lifted everybody up. Whatever he touches has got better, and for that we're all very grateful.
And his contribution has been throughout the club, top to bottom, youth team, first team, everything in between. He's a manager that looks at the whole club.
He sees it whole, as you rightly point out, and is massively supportive. He can't possibly do everything himself, but is massively supportive of what goes on at Walthamstow, obviously here, and the scouting system, the overseas system. Yes, he has, to use an English expression, fingers in every pie, and they've been golden fingers.
And the style, we've spoken about the style of his sides, but before he came it was boring Arsenal. It's not anymore. We are known for playing with a certain panache.
I think that's right. I think that a lot of people had a vicarious pleasure out of boring Arsenal, and occasionally produced very good results. So I hesitate to criticise the past, but I certainly rejoice in the present, and I hope I rejoice in the fans do as well in the future, because that's what we're about. We're here to entertain. We're in the entertainment business, not in the 0-0 business, and we score goals. Beautiful ones.
Indeed. And as a man, what's he like? Because we only get to know him in press conferences, in interviews, but as a human being, you must know him on that level.
Well, I think he's obviously absolutely dedicated to football. He's dedicated to his football team. He's fiercely loyal to his players. He makes it fun for everybody, but always mind your eye if you're not on side. So I admire his dedication, I admire his commitment, and I admire his leadership qualities. I really can't say it more strongly than that.
And of course, what sort of qualities do you need to have such longevity? It's a significant period of time he's been in charge of this football club, and not every human being can cope with the pressures, the strains.
Well, I think like everything else in life, those twin imposters, fame and infamy, are absolutely abundant in football. And Arsene's great strength is that he can ride the rough and take the smooth, so he doesn't seem to get big-headed, if you like, when things are going well. He's obviously concerned when they're going badly, but he can cope. So yes, he's a rounded person and a leader. This is what you need as a manager of a football club.
And just finally, turned it around this season. We are going for the FA Cup. We're also going for the league. Huge game at the weekend. What are your hopes for the end of the season under Arsene Wenger?
I'm very superstitious, and I'm not going to make any forecasts at all, but I hope I'll end the season with a smile on my face, okay?